Did you know that nearly half of American adults have high blood pressure, and most of them don't even feel it? No warning. No pain. No obvious symptoms. Yet every single day, elevated blood pressure quietly damages your arteries, strains your heart, and increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. It's called the silent killer for a reason. And here's what makes this even more frustrating. Many people are taking medication, but their numbers are still hovering around 140/90 or higher. What if I told you that small, natural changes could lower your systolic pressure by 10, 15, even 20 points, without extreme diets or complicated routines? Welcome back to Pure Health Guide. I'm Dr. Alex, and today we are uncovering the truth about how to lower blood pressure naturally. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your blood pressure might still be high, even if you're eating healthy. The biggest mistake most Americans make when trying to lower it: the exact foods you can buy at your local grocery store this week, and my personal insider strategy that many cardiologists don't talk about. If you stick with me, you'll walk away with a clear, science-backed action plan you can start today. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. What high blood pressure is really doing to your body. First, let's break this down simply. When your blood pressure reads 140/90, that top number, your systolic pressure, represents the force against your artery walls when your heart beats. Now imagine that force happening 60 to 100 times per minute, every midday. For years, that constant pressure causes tears in artery walls, inflammation, plaque buildup, and artery stiffening. And stiff arteries raise blood pressure even more. It becomes a vicious cycle. Now, this is where most people get it wrong. They think high blood pressure is just about salt. It's not. Salt plays a role, yes. But the deeper drivers are inflammation, insulin resistance, stress hormones, and poor blood vessel flexibility. If we don't address those root causes, we're just putting a band-aid on the problem. Chapter 2. The blood sugar-blood pressure connection. Here's something many people don't realize. High blood sugar can raise your blood pressure, even if you're not diabetic. When you consume refined carbohydrates like white bread, sugary drinks, and pastries, your blood sugar spikes. That spike causes your body to release insulin. Chronically elevated insulin levels signal your kidneys to retain sodium. More sodium retention means more fluid retention. More fluid retention means higher blood pressure. This is why many people who reduce processed carbs see their systolic pressure drop by 5 to 15 points within weeks. Now, this is where most people get it wrong. They switched to low-fat products loaded with hidden sugars. Yogurts with 20 grams of sugar, granola bars marketed as healthy. Your arteries don't care about marketing claims. They respond to biology. Chapter 3. The mineral imbalance most Americans have. Let's talk minerals. Blood pressure is heavily influenced by 3 key minerals: sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Most Americans consume too much sodium and not nearly enough potassium. Potassium helps your body excrete excess sodium and relax blood vessel walls. But the average intake in the United States is far below recommended levels. Foods rich in potassium include avocados, spinach, sweet potatoes, white beans, and bananas. Magnesium is equally important. It relaxes smooth muscle tissue, including the muscles in your blood vessels. Low magnesium levels are extremely common due to soil depletion and processed food consumption. Increasing potassium and magnesium intake often lowers systolic pressure naturally, sometimes as effectively as a first-line medication in mild cases. But always talk to your healthcare provider before supplementing, especially if you're on blood pressure medication. Now, let me share something most people have never been told. Nitric oxide is one of the most powerful natural blood pressure regulators in your body. It's a molecule your body produces to relax and widen blood vessels. But as we age, especially after 40, nitric oxide production declines dramatically. Here's the insider tip: certain vegetables can increase nitric oxide naturally. Beets, arugula, spinach. These contain natural nitrates that convert into nitric oxide in your body. Studies show that drinking about 8 ounces of beet juice can lower systolic blood pressure within hours. But here's the key most people miss. You must avoid antibacterial mouthwash right after consuming nitrate-rich foods. The conversion process depends on beneficial oral bacteria. Killing them can block nitric oxide production. That's a functional medicine secret many people never hear about. Chapter 4. The stress hormone that keeps your pressure high. Now let's talk about cortisol. If you live in America today, chances are your stress levels are elevated. Deadlines, bills, news, family responsibilities. Chronic stress increases cortisol and adrenaline, which constrict blood vessels, increase heart rate, and raise blood pressure. Now, this is where most people get it wrong. They think stress management means a week-long vacation. It doesn't. Even 5 minutes of slow, diaphragmatic breathing can significantly reduce systolic pressure. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat for 5 minutes. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair system. And yes, it measurably lowers blood pressure. Chapter Fight Tree. The hidden role of weight and visceral fat. You don't have to be severely overweight to have blood pressure issues. Even 10 to 15 extra pounds, especially around the abdomen, can increase vascular resistance. Visceral fat, the fat around your organs, produces inflammatory chemicals that stiffen arteries and disrupt hormone balance. Here's the encouraging part. Losing just 10 pounds can lower systolic blood pressure by 5 to 10 points. You don't need extreme diets. Focus on whole foods, protein at every meal, fiber from vegetables, and reducing liquid calories. Small, sustainable changes win every time. Let's make this practical. Here are 4 things you can buy at your local grocery store this week: fresh spinach or arugula. Add a large handful to lunch or dinner daily. Beets or 100% beet juice. Drink 8 ounces in the morning or roast whole beets for dinner. Avocados. Aim for half to 1 avocado daily for potassium and healthy fats, and raw nuts like almonds or pumpkin seeds. About a small handful per day for magnesium. And here are 3 things you can do at home. Walk briskly for 30 minutes 5 days per week. Practice 5 minutes of deep breathing daily, and check your blood pressure at home with a validated cuff and track trends weekly. Consistency beats intensity. Let's recap. To lower blood pressure naturally, we focus on stabilizing blood sugar, increasing potassium and magnesium, boosting nitric oxide, reducing stress hormones, and supporting a healthy weight. When you address these root causes, your body often responds beautifully. If your current reading is 145/92, that's not a life sentence. Your arteries are living tissue. They can heal. They can regain flexibility. They can respond to nourishment. You are not broken. You are adaptable. High blood pressure doesn't mean you've failed. It means your body is asking for support. And when you give it what it needs, real food, movement, minerals, calm breathing, it responds. You have more control than you think. Small daily actions create massive long-term results. I've seen patients lower their numbers naturally. I've seen medications reduced under supervision. I've seen people regain energy, confidence, and peace of mind, and you can absolutely be one of them. Don't forget to subscribe to Pure Health Guide and hit that notification bell to continue your wellness journey with me, Dr. Alex. I'll see you in the next one.